Alright guys, welcome back to the slaughterhouse. After a few comments that was made via Facebook and on the forums and here and there after the video I posted last week, some of you guys really want to see this meat chain, so figured I'd do a quick little video on how we did it and what it looks like. It's pretty much just a chain that continues to run in a circle, bringing fresh body parts and hooks or whatever. We've had weapons on it. You can, mix and match it up. Right now I think it's just pretty much got body parts on it, but I'll walk around and get a closer view on it so you guys can see how it was made. It's really simple. We made it out of rebar and parts from a Tractor Supply place actually. So we got a couple sprockets here. We bought sprockets with internal bearings. They're basically just bolted to a rebar frame, kind of there with no kind of adjustment, but just because of the changes falling through it, keeping it on track. Falls down to another corner, and the wiper motor is actually on the other side. Another cool thing about doing this the way we did it is you actually get two props for the price of one, because when you go into your next room here, you still have the I'll have to back up and get the light right. You can still see the chain in this room too. So it's you're getting double the prop for the same price, I guess you would say. And it's all just driven off of a 12-volt wiper motor. It's tough to see. I never realized how dark our haunt was until I started doing these videos. But basically your wiper motor's up there just spinning, again, a sprocket that we got from the Tractor Supply place. And it's a rebar square, or a rectangle I guess, that we just welded together and run some bolts through the sprockets and welded it up. The hardest part about the whole thing are these little tabs. I'll catch one coming by. There's one right there. That's just like a little flat washer that we weld onto the chain. There's another one. You might see that one better because it's got paint on it. But we weld them onto the chain so we can have something to attach the body parts to. And you have to weld it on a part of the link that doesn't flex, because otherwise it would just break your chain and your whole prop would be messed up. But the only problem we have out of it is every now and then the wires that's holding the props on actually fatigue out due to riding around in circles all night, and it just break. But that's about a 30-second fix. The guy that runs this room, he's got a switch. He can cut it off and wire it right back, in between groups, or sometimes it just gets wired back at the end of the night if we're really busy. It just has a spot with no meat on the chain, which that's not necessarily a bad thing too. Right now it's actually kind of heavy for my taste. I kind of like it spaced out a little further. Seems to be a little more realistic to me that way. But anyway, there it is. Diablo, that one's for you mainly. And hope to see some of you guys having meat chains in your haunted house this year.